I was looking a bit distracted because a full article from Middle East Eye, which shows a photo of a coffee bag that has a Hebrew inscription on it, which is absolutely horrific. Now, I'm fluent in Hebrew, so I translated it to you for you properly. The article does not mention, I believe, that the person who wrote it is a 7-year-old child from class Bet 2, Bet time, which means she's in a class in her school, which is year 2, class 2. And I doubt that she says, excuse me, rape them in the anus with a rusty metal bar until they bleed. Thank you for protecting us. And then she signs, her name is Michal, and she's from year 2. And I can tell it's a child's writing. There's no question about that, if you know Hebrew. I suspect this child has no idea what she's writing, and some adult in her family would have dictated it to her, and she nicely practiced in her handwriting that she's learned just a year ago at school. It's absolutely horrific, and I think what would happen to this kid when she grows up and she actually realizes that, because these pictures are never going away. Once you put something on the internet, it's forever there. This is the situation in Israel, that this is how citizens behave there. They don't know that they feed that to their children who have no idea even what they're being told to do or to think or to write. Anyway, we must be radically idealistic because the existing thing ain't working. So idealism is not really much of an option. It's a necessity now. I was always called an idealist, and kind of people would scoff at it and say, "Geez, this stupid, you're too idealist." Well, damn right I am, because that ain't working. What happened to you is a little bit of a parallel process. This is a term we use in my profession. Parallel process that with the process you went through is similar to when a Palestinian is attacked by an Israeli, but then the Palestinian is arrested, even when they do nothing. So welcome. It's a badge of honor. When the bad guys don't like you, it means you're doing something right. The fact that the police in this country is still colluding with the perpetrators, that's a big problem that we have to address and we have to get through. And in every time when there's been injustice, even in apartheid South Africa, how long did people support the white minority who oppressed, who did horrific stuff to the Black people in South Africa without any moral or any possible justification? How long did the authorities and did people in power support the wrong guys? How long did people in power support those who oppressed women when women fought for right to vote? How many people supported the oppressors of African Americans who were fighting for just the right to be equal in their society? We are up against the same old rule book. Nothing's changed. We just have to stand strong because we are in the right. There is no way in any rule book, in any society, in any universe, where genocide, where settler colonialism, where rape, where violence against people is okay, ever. And when I say violence, I mean systemic violence. I mean systemic violence as in abuse, as in systemic violence in the context of imbalance of power. It is never right. We are right here. Yesterday morning, as I was driving to my office, there was I caught the tail end of the BBC Scotland program, the Kay Adams program, which is a program where people phone in, and she always has a theme, and people talk around that theme, and sometimes she invites people to comment, some experts or whatever. The theme yesterday was, is silence complicity? And it was specifically on the back of the fact that apparently the actress Dawn French, the comedian, posted the photo. I don't know what the photo was, but I'm assuming it was something from Gaza. And then she was forced to remove it. And then she actually apologized for it because she was attacked. She was told she's anti-Semitic. So then what was interesting, I mean, that was really made me very angry, but I was just about to start work. I didn't have time. I did send them a comment, which they ignored. But she brought in a psychologist. A psychologist phoned in as an expert who was invited to speak. And you know what she said? She said, well, I think the media are showing people too many bad things and sad things, and people should just not worry about it. They should just think of nice things and do nice things for themselves. I can tell you, I am so ashamed to be a member of that profession. So when professionals tell people, turn a blind eye, turn away, just focus on your own little joys and your own little things and do fun things and don't worry about what's going on in the world. This is the reality we live in. And we have to recognize one of the things I think that is hard to come to terms with is it really that bad? You know, even I sometimes have this still occasional little kind of snippet of thought. It can't be that. Is it really that bad? Well, it is. Ask the Palestinians. But it's bad when one of us suffers, everybody suffers. We're all interconnected. We're all part of one thing. And anybody who wishes to divide us has got it very, very wrong. And so we should resist that. We should resist division and tribalism, which is what I see this group doing. So it's a great honor to be with you. Thank you so much.